Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now take a look at this. No settlement in Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. Expert Bill Morgan finally busts the hype. A potential showdown with the SEC is hinted at by the CEO of Ripple, which has sparked speculations of a settlement. Legal expert Bill Morgan dispels the rumors of a settlement and anticipates a verdict from the court quickly. Morgan cautions that the possible repercussions of a settlement go beyond the boundaries of the particular case. As the legal struggle between Ripple and the SEC continues, there has been an increase in the amount of talk and debates on social media over the possibility of a financial settlement. The euphoria that has been surrounding this prospective settlement is being called into question by Bill Morgan, a major player in the crypto legal world. The comments made by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse were recently highlighted in an X post by Mario Nawfal's Roundtable. Garlinghouse hinted at a significant development in the current legal conflict with SEC. It was intimated by Garlinghouse that a showdown might be on the horizon, which sparked enthusiasm about the possibility of a significant resolution or settlement with the other party. This has resulted in conjecture regarding future breakthroughs such as an exchange-traded fund, FF or XRP, or perhaps an initial public offering, a buy before the year 2025. Please take this as a reality check. On the other hand, Bill Morgan rejects the excitement as ambiguous and contradictory nonsense. In his argument, he asserts that the fact that there is a meeting to address the dispute indicates that the legal conflict has already been settled in court. Morgan thinks that a settlement is not the same thing as a dramatic showdown. Instead, it requires compromises from both sides of the argument. In Morgan's opinion, a settlement would mean that both Ripple and the SEC would receive some form of compensation, but it would not necessarily be a significant victory for either party. What to anticipate in the following, Morgan is anticipating a decision regarding penalties and injunctions by the 31st of July or the beginning of August. He notes that settlements are typically used to resolve disputes, which may include appeal rights, which could be a significant concern. It is important to pay attention to both the current situation and Ripple's XRP sales after December 2020, in addition to any prospective sales that may occur in the future. The actual effects of a settlement may be more far-reaching than what is being considered at the moment. Mark Fagel, a former official with the Securities and Exchange Commission, has also addressed the issue. He makes it clear that if a settlement were to be considered, it would most likely not be discussed at meetings that are held behind closed doors. These sessions are often reserved for discussing concerns related to case management or procedures. Fagel expresses his disapproval of the propagation of misinformation and highlights the importance of having a precise understanding of the different legal procedures. You are underestimating the extent of the impact. There are significant repercussions that the Ripple SC case will have for the Bitcoin industry because traders, investors, and industry insiders are keeping a close eye on the situation. There is a high level of anticipation that a resolution will be reached, whether it be through a settlement or a decision made in court. Excited anticipation has been generated by Garlinghouse's optimistic outlook, while Morgan and Fagel's cautious perspectives bring to our attention the intricacies and potential compromises that are involved. There is no information available regarding the agenda for the meeting. However, it is anticipated that either settlement or resolution talks between the two parties will make headway. Friedrich Poli, an attorney, has projected that the lawsuit against Ripple might be resolved shortly, and Judge Analisa Torres could decide the issue by the end of July. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, stated in a recent interview with Bloomberg that he is unable to comment on the term settlement, but that he anticipates a resolution to be reached shortly. In July of 2023, Judge Analisa Torres issued a ruling that XRP was not a security. This decision resulted in Ripple gaining a partial victory. The judge is anticipated to decide the amount of a fine that will be levied on Ripple for allegedly breaking securities laws. Whether or not the regulatory body will file an appeal against Judge Analisa Torres' decision is still unknown. Recent events have brought forth several new developments in the ongoing legal struggle between Ripple and the SEC. April 2024 marked the beginning of the trial phase, which was more than 3 years after the procedure had begun. During this phase, both parties presented the relevant information and papers while complying with the regulations of the court. A resolution has not yet been reached, even though it is currently in its last stage. As of late, the chief executive officer of Ripple has expressed the possibility that an agreement might be achieved very soon, while other experts have made more specific forecasts. Jeremy Hogan thinks that the case might be officially concluded by the end of the summer, in contrast to the American attorney Fred Rispoli, who stated that the matter could be legally closed by July 31. Because the Securities and Exchange Commission slated to hold a closed meeting today, there have some rumors circulating regarding an agreement that might be publicly disclosed as soon as this week. It is anticipated that the agency would debate several themes, some of which include resolution of litigation claims and institution and settlement of administrative proceedings. To begin with, the gathering was slated to take place on July 18, but it was then moved to today. On the other hand, several industry experts have brought up the fact that the commission holds meetings of a similar nature regularly because up to this point, they have not discussed the Ripple case. A turbulent trading environment has resulted in a rise of 0.54 in the previous 24 hours for XRP, which is currently trading at 6,036 cents at the time of this publication. XRP's price trajectory is being influenced by several key elements, which indicates that there is a possibility of an increase. An analyst named Zach Rector identifies the imminent conclusion of Ripple's protracted legal battle with the SEC as a significant factor that will likely contribute to the projected spike in the value of XRP. This dispute, which has been going on for 3.5 years, has cast a shadow over Ripple and its cryptocurrency. A favorable conclusion might cause a price increase comparable to the one that occurred the previous year, which would offer up new prospects for XRP's growth. There is a minimum penalty of $102 million that has been proposed by the SEC. Ripple, on the other hand, disputes this number, asserting that its post-complaint activity included sales of XRP to accredited investors and on-demand liquidity arrangements, both of which are excluded from the rules governing securities. In addition, Ripple contends that holders of XRP take part in ODL agreements cannot anticipate making a profit from their holdings. This indicates that the arrangement does not satisfy the third component of the Howey test. Furthermore, Ripple has responded to the concerns raised by the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC regarding its plans to create a stablecoin, which the SEC categorizes as an unregistered asset issuance. There is a possibility that a positive settlement could enhance demand for XRP, which might result in its price exceeding $1. In addition, a settlement could provide information regarding the classification of Ripple stablecoin, which has been called into doubt by the CC. Ripple would benefit from this development if it were to be established beyond a reasonable doubt that the stablecoin does not constitute a security. More legitimacy and stability might be brought to xrpru, the introduction of an exchange-traded fund. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that's provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.